no camera, so it's me, Katrina, and I look really far away. But now I look really close. Maybe I'm just being mean. Okay, well, I get myself into so many awkward situations, and I don't even know how. I guess it's just there's something in my brain that causes them to happen. Like, I have two wires that just kind of rub against each other, and when they rub against each other, they cause this spark. And whenever that spark happens, an awkward moment occurs. Sometimes these awkward moments occur when I'm in my bat cave, or my room, whatever. But other times, they happen in the worst situations possible, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. Like, here's one of my favorite stories. A few months ago, I was wandering with my friend. Yes, because we wander. And we crossed the street to go over to the Citgo to go buy monsters, because monsters are life. And right before we walk in there, I have one of those sparks in my brain, and a question pops into my head, and it honestly seems like a very logical question at the moment. At that split second, it seems like I really need to know the answer to this. This is really important. So, right when we walk into the store, it just blurts out of my mouth, and I say, "How old do you have to be to sell drugs?" Now let me tell you, I have no interest in selling drugs or buying drugs, but at the moment, it seemed like it was really important and that I really needed to know the answer. But my friend didn't hear me. The guy at the counter did, because we were the only ones in there, and it was right when we walked in. And so the guy at the counter goes from being to being. And so you could tell that I was probably in an awkward situation here. I didn't know what to say, and I was already wearing some kind of gangster hipster scene kind of collab of my style. I was wearing ripped tights, these combat boots, and like a mini skirt, and I think it was a Sleeping with Sirens t-shirt or a Star Wars shirt. And then I had this skateboard with me that I was carrying around. I was wearing a beanie, and I'm all like, "Yeah, look at me, I'm gangster, right?" And so the guy is looking at me like we're some kind of teenage drug dealers. And there's nothing I could do since my friend didn't hear me to say, "I was just kidding." So I just keep walking, and he's looking at me like I'm about to shoot him. So I'm just strolling along, trying to look as innocent as possible. And I probably look even more murderous than normal, trying to smile convincingly that I was a good person. But instead I look like a mannequin on his first date. Now, my friend obviously didn't pick up on anything, and we were safe because I didn't steal anything or attempt to sell drugs to the person at the cash register. But I am a little worried because my friend would like to apply for a job there, and I'm hoping that my asking about drug selling is not going to bother her further application for jobs. Now, this is just one of my awkward stories of life, and for some reason I felt like sharing this because this happens whenever I go into gas stations, and it's not because I always ask awkward questions, but it's just because I guess people think that I look like a teenage criminal. Instead of looking at the older But instead of looking at the older gentleman with a beard that has some stained blood in it and is now buying an axe, they choose to look at me just because I like to wear different clothes. Really, society? Really? Now, I can't blame it all on society because I do tend to ask about drugs as a joke, and I guess it's become one of those things where I use it ironically, but sooner or later, it's starting to not be ironic anymore, and people probably do think that I'm a drug addict that needs rehab. My life. I actually recorded on Wednesday. Yay! my eyebrows hurt and I don't know why. It's like, I guess it's because I'm looking up at you, and if I don't like hold them up, I look really dim. But if I do that, I look perky and awake, but I'm not. But there's one more thing I'd like to say before I go, and that is I noticed that I have turned into one of the YouTubers that at the end of my videos I always go, hit like and subscribe, because I'm so cool. But the reason I do that is because YouTube's something that I really want to spend time doing, and I really do want to proceed in. And I love filming, I love acting, I love talking to people, I love giving people advice, meeting new people, and when I turn 18, I'm going to buy an RV and I'm going to travel. And I think that it would be perfect to give you guys videos of my travels and to do meet and greets all over the country and even in Canada. And I just think that that would be completely amazing and an amazing experience, and it's my #1 dream. And I really do want you to know, if you do hit subscribe on this channel or like, it means the world to me. Like, every new subscriber, I'm like checking every day and I get one, and I turn into like this camel that just found an octopus. What is that even supposed to mean? The point is that I get really excited to know that people actually have an interest in what I say, and I really do want to be a voice in the world and help make a change, and you guys make that happen, not me. You guys are my support and my inspiration to go and do new things, because it actually makes me feel like I have a purpose in this world, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. So if you do hit like, that helps me out so much, and you have no idea. And if you do hit subscribe, that helps me out even more, and you're helping my dreams come true. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. If you don't like my channel, please don't feel the need to subscribe, because I don't want to bother you. So just thank you so much for watching the videos that I have and watching this, and I love you guys. I remember I have my mustache sunglasses back because I'm at home. Time for me to dramatically put on my sunglasses. Oh, there's a hair in my eyeball. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, hit like or subscribe. If you like these awesome shades right here, you can see them again. Now, adios, amigos. I will be back here either Sunday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday. I love you guys. Bye.